know a lot of travelers still rely on those travel guidebooks. What are your thoughts on those?
They can be helpful for getting a general overview of a place and those key attractions. They often give insights into local customs and things like transportation or currency exchange.
I've used them before, but I've noticed they don't always have the most up-to-date information. How do you balance using guidebooks with discovering things on your own?
Use them as a starting point, but don't be afraid to explore beyond those typical tourist spots. Talk to locals, get their recommendations, be open to finding those hidden gems.
I love that. The idea of embracing those unexpected moments. It's about finding that balance between planning and spontaneity.
Exactly. And speaking of surprises, let's talk about connecting with fellow travelers and locals. Those interactions can really make a trip special.
Oh, I totally agree. Some of my best travel memories involve conversations with people I met along the way. At a hostel, at a cafe, even just on a train.
Right. It's amazing how a random chat can sometimes turn into a lasting friendship. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Sometimes just a smile and a hello can open up so many possibilities.
I love that reminder. Travel's not just about checking things off the list. It's about connecting with people and experiencing different cultures.
It really is. And speaking of cultural experiences, let's touch on the importance of being respectful of local customs when you travel.
Oh, for sure. I always try to be mindful of blending in and respecting those local norms. Any specific tips?
A little research goes a long way. Before you go, learn about basic customs, like how to dress appropriately, dining etiquette, common greetings, that sort of thing. For example, in some cultures, it's rude to point or make direct eye contact.
Wow. It's amazing how those little things can have different meanings. And I think it's important to remember that travel is a two-way street. We're not just there to observe. We're there to engage and learn.
Absolutely. It's all about approaching travel with an open mind and a genuine curiosity. Speaking of which, let's not forget about staying safe and informed while we're exploring. What are your top tips for traveling with peace of mind?
Ooh, good question. I'm always a little nervous about safety when I'm in a new place.
Well, the most important thing is to trust your instincts. If something feels off, get out of there. Better safe than sorry, right?
And what about staying informed about any potential risks?
It's always a good idea to check travel advisories and stay up to date on any current events or safety concerns in the areas you're visiting.
Oh yeah, good point. I sometimes forget about those. Right. But what about when you're not sure what to do or where to go?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Locals are usually happy to help tourists, whether it's directions, restaurant recommendations, or just figuring out the local transportation.
That's good to know. Anything else?
One thing that people often overlook is staying connected. It's easier than ever these days to stay informed and access important information.
That's true.